Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. NFL news: Mike McCarthy makes final decision on coaching career after Cowboys exit. The Dallas Cowboys bungled their extension talks with Mike McCarthy despite having an exclusive, week-long negotiating window with the veteran coach at the end of the season. McCarthy ended up leaving Dallas, and the Cowboys scrambled to find a new head coach. Ultimately, the team landed on longtime offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer. Meanwhile, McCarthy interviewed for some of the remaining coaching vacancies. Now, with only the New Orleans Saints job still open, McCarthy has made a decision on his coaching future. He's opting to sit out the upcoming season and focus on the 2026 hiring cycle instead, according to NFL insider Tom Pelissero on X. McCarthy produced 3 straight 12-win seasons with the Cowboys, reaching the playoffs 3 times in 5 years. However, Dallas finished the 2024 season at 7-10 and the team went 1-3 overall in the playoffs under McCarthy, never getting past the divisional round. The sudden decision to take a year off seems a bit strange, particularly considering McCarthy was the betting favorite to land the Saints job. He was thought of as a good fit in New Orleans, and McCarthy has ties to the organization as he was the team's offensive coordinator for 5 seasons, from 2000 to 2004. However, a new report calls McCarthy's narrative into question. While it was assumed the Saints coveted the coach, sources suggest the team did not have a serious interest in hiring McCarthy, according to Fox Sports' Jordan Schultz on X. Now, Philadelphia Eagles offensive coordinator Kellen Moore appears to be the frontrunner for the gig. And McCarthy decided to back out before being shut out, per Schultz. Either way, it's entirely possible that a year off is in McCarthy's best interest after 5 seasons of dealing with Jerry Jones and the other unique stressors that come along with being the head coach of the Cowboys. McCarthy will likely be a highly sought-after coach for teams seeking veteran leadership in 2026. Still, his exit from Dallas was odd. When Jones declined the Chicago Bears' request to interview McCarthy, it appeared as if the Cowboys were serious about retaining him. But then the relationship just sort of faded away and McCarthy became a free agent. Dallas went with Schottenheimer instead, a decision that is not popular among the fan base. The move looks all the worse after a report suggested Kellen Moore wanted the Cowboys' job. Regardless, Dallas went with Schottenheimer, who's somehow a retread despite being a first-time head coach, and McCarthy is wading into an uncertain future. 6 Cowboys coaches appear likely to return for 2025 after Monday's news. On Monday, the Dallas Cowboys officially announced Brian Schottenheimer as their new head coach for the 2025 season. Schottenheimer, who has been the offensive coordinator in Dallas for the last 2 years, will replace Mike McCarthy. With the McCarthy era over in Dallas, the coaching staff will undergo many changes over the next few weeks. The Cowboys have already seen Al Harris and John Fassel receive new opportunities with different organizations. Dallas has reportedly filled Fassel's role on special teams and could soon hire Matt Eberflus as its new defensive coordinator. That said, Schottenheimer likely doesn't want a ton of turnover on his coaching staff as it is his first head coaching opportunity. Having continuity is key for a first-time head coach, and luckily for Schottenheimer, he'll likely keep multiple position coaches with him in Dallas. According to ESPN's Todd Archer, Ryan Fader, assistant QB/game management, Steve Schmiko, offensive assistant, Ramon Chinyoung Sr., assistant OL, Harold Nash, Kendall Smith, and Cedric Smith, who are all part of Dallas' strength and conditioning staff, all attended Schottenheimer's introductory press conference and will likely remain on staff. Some fans were not thrilled to see some of these coaches stay. But there were others in the fanbase that were ecstatic to see Mike Solari not mentioned, who was Dallas' offensive line coach this season. The Cowboys' offensive line struggled this season, which used to be one of their strengths in previous seasons. This season, Dallas was ranked 24th in ESPN's pass block win rate rankings, 57%, and 14th in QB sacked per game, 2.2. With Schottenheimer settled in as the head coach, the hard work begins as he needs to fill out the rest of his staff with quality coaches to help get this team back to the playoffs in 2025. While Brian Schottenheimer began the process of trying to reinvent the wheel, Jerry Jones dumped an ice bucket on Jason Witten's NFL coaching plans. Then Jones went off the deep end, raising eyebrows with an extraordinarily bizarre, glory hole comment about the anger of fans. Jones delivered the comment, according to a post on X by Jeff Kolb. In case you're thinking Jones might have been misquoted, here's the video, in all of its glory. Added to the Jerryisms bingo card. Jerry Jones. When I asked how the reaction of Cowboys fans makes him feel, there's a very low percentage of this that is smiles and glory holes. Very low percentage. Cowboys projected to select 2,601-yard game-changer with number 12 pick. The Dallas Cowboys will select with the number 12 pick in the upcoming NFL Draft. Dallas surely will have a chance to add some serious talent into the mix. The Cowboys need to add some more firepower to the offense, and the Athletics' Nick Baumgardner and Scott Docterman projected Dallas to select Boise State superstar Ashton Jeanty with the number 12 pick. 12. Dallas Cowboys, Ashton Jeanty, RB, Boise State, Baumgardner and Docterman said. The Heisman Trophy runner-up, Jeanty resembles a young Ezekiel Elliott coming out of Ohio State, only with a little more wiggle. Jeanty, 5'9", 215, led the country in rushing yards, 2,601, rushing touchdowns, 29, and all-purpose yards per game, 185.8, and he exploded for 25 runs of 20-plus yards. He also converted 106 of his attempts into first downs. He's the type of player Dallas needed last year, so the Cowboys would be happy to add him now. Jeanty had a historic season in 2024. The Boise State superstar tallied 2,601 rushing yards to go along with an eye-popping 29 touchdowns on the ground in just 14 games played. He also added 138 yards in the air and another touchdown. He already has been linked to the Cowboys on a handful of occasions, so it's not too shocking that Baumgardner and Docterman projected him to land in Dallas. The Cowboys need to improve the running game, and adding Jeanty would be the immediate fix they need. Hopefully, this prediction will turn into reality. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Ashton Jeanty? Leave your opinion in the comments.